This is what it looks like when a real man expresses his emotions. So we have X-Manhunt Omega, which is the end of the X-Manhunt for Charles Xavier after he escaped from Greymalkin prison. Unfortunately, in the chase, Scott's Alaskan team failed to stop the professor from getting away. But as we all know, Scott's gonna take that mess personally, because Scott just got through telling the professor this is what's keeping the peace since the fall of Krakoa. Professor X behind bars is keeping the government at bay. He's the sacrifice that they need so they can have some semblance of peace. But when the professor gets away, the weight of carrying everyone's dream comes crashing down on Scott. And no, this isn't a crash out. This is a panic attack, to which everyone knows that the only person who can stop Scott while he's like this is the man who's the best there is at what he does. And what he does best isn't very nice. And I appreciate this scene with Logan because as he's about to do what he needs to do, he's still showing Scott the respect he deserves. Scott is always the one to get in the way when shit hits the fan and starts spraying back on his people. He feels responsible for every mutant dream and tries to protect it. Xavier's, Magneto's, Storm's, Krakoa. But sometimes a dream is just a dream. And eventually you gotta wake up and face reality. And reality is hard. It's going to kick you down when you're just trying to survive. But I also love that it doesn't end here. You see, Professor X had a brain tumor, and it was causing him to act out of character. And his wife Lilandra uses her advanced alien techs to get rid of that tumor. So when he wakes up from that surgery, he comes back for a proper goodbye. And while Scott's not in a panic attack anymore, he's telling the professor, look, nothing's changed. He still believes that Xavier behind bars is what's best for everybody. But Xavier tells him he's paid his price. He's done what he can for his people. And now it's time for the next generation to stand up. A big part of that is they need to stop fighting each other, which I believe is a callback to all the fights that the X-Men had with the Brotherhood of Mutants. Because Xavier knows that he was at his best when he was working with Magneto. But if there's anything that the next generation should take from the previous generation, is that they need to build a damn school. And that is true to Charles Xavier because all he ever wanted to be was a professor. So I get it. A lot of us X-Men fans are mad about the fall of Krakoa, but it doesn't change the fact that the X stories are still peak. And I'm not blind to the fact that this book specifically says that when Professor X was back ready to kill a child to protect the dream, that it says fall of the first Krakoan era. But that's my opinion. What do y'all think? As always, I'm an upcoming author. Thank you for getting caught up with me on my favorite media. God saying the same. I'll catch up with y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.